A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then, the Iberian Derby has always been a very special occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direction.
Belts one! And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
The muscular approach does pay off here. He has found a way through. That's a throw. Pedri. Laporte makes the interception. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Yamal. Look at the... Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
That's a decent clearance. Pedro Porro. And that has left him in a heap. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pedri. And it's Bernardo Silva. No, he refuses to take the bait. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's been taken short. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Nico Williams with the short one. And no, that was never going to make it. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. He could be in here, and he's lost his man. Morata! Oh, denied brilliantly.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Not a lot we need to say about that. And now they can spring out of defence. Vitinha. And João Palhinha. Palhinha concedes a free kick for that. Laporte.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He is through here! Half an hour played now. Bernardo Silva. Looking for the run. Morata. It's Morata! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
João Palhinha. Zubimendi. Bruno Fernandes. Dink through. And now they can clear their lines. Goal! Portugal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
The less said about that pass, the better. Zubimendi.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Morata. He's found a way through. And that has been knocked clear. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mikel Merino is in a really good position out wide. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Good spot, he's seen the run. Danger averted for now. This possibly the last play of the half.
Well, he certainly...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Portugal come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Pedri.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Morata. Oh, no joy this time. João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that has been cut short. Pedri. Nico Williams. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Pedri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal in acres of space out wide.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. He rises! Cleared away. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Merino. And through to the goalkeeper. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Dani Olmo. Pedro Porro. That's the corner kick. They've played it short.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pedro Porro. Laporte. Kubasi. That's good running with the ball. Pedro Porro.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's intervened well there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Fabian Ruiz! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Spain grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Listen, with the momentum that goal gives them now, they may well push for a winner before the 90 minutes is up. Players don't like extra time, believe me.
There's the hit! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
João Palhinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, super find. Now there's a fine ball. Opts to... Dani Olmo!
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's had a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Zaragoza actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rafael Leao. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Play. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." Portugal pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Zaragoza. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vitinha. Zaragoza. Now it's Fabian Ruiz.
That's going in strongly.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Subimendi. And Kubasi. Laporte. Kubasi. Subimendi. It's Pedri. Dani Olmo.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. Now that is tidy, really tidy. A heavy challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. There's no flag. And here's Joselu. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Laporte promptly onto that, and that is that. Kubasi. Shifted upfield. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. João Palhinha. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Dani Olmo. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Joselu. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mendes has created one goal already. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha!
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Defending of the desperate variety. Nuno Mendes. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's a corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And that has been cleared. And that is it. There will be penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Ronaldo first in line. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Joselu steps up for his penalty. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Portugal are looking to keep pace here. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Spain are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, it's off the bar.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
So this one to restore parity. Big character, big moment, big save. Spain with this chance to pull two clear. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve. And that doubles their lead. The margin of error is 0. It's in. Pick that one out.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper. And there it is, the decisive kick. So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their part in a terrific... A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then, the Iberian Derby has always been a very special occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available...
Oh, here's a chance! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Zubimendi. Bernardo Silva. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. João Palhinha has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Rafael Leao.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a...
He's had a hit! Bruno Fernandes.
They'll want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Rafael Leao. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, nearly. Portugal have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Now it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Nico Williams. And they can counter here. He has found the way through. João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Merino. Spain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Nico Williams with the short one. Spain can try it again now. keeper has taken decisive action. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kubasi, spread it left. João Cancelo calmly anticipates. And that has been cut short. João Palhinha. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. That's gone for a throw-in. Pedro Porro. Kubasi. Nico Williams. He's got away. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's a quick one. Tries to get it clear. Cleared without hesitation. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha. Now there's a fine ball. Cross goes in there. He's got tall.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Ronaldo gets flagged offside. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rafael Leao in acres of space out wide. Mendes could try cutting. Climbs up big! Up he goes! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Portugal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Bruno Fernandes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Distributed tidily.
Indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Merino. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vitinha. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Portugal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And a shot! There's There's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Kubasi. Yamal. Bruno Fernandes. João Palhinha. Oh, good spread. Vitinha. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Oh, that's fabulous. Morata.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Rafael Leao. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. João Cancelo with the foul.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 23. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Merino.
14. Número 15.
Yamal goes steaming forward. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Uma assistência de 71
Well,
minutos.
that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a promising position. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Nico Williams. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Portugal making consecutive changes here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Vão dar os seus lugares a... Número 11.
Portugal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's João Felix. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's João Felix. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bruno Fernandes! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Número 8. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 26.
He's having a go! And he comes up trumps again.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Corner number 2 then. Great hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's going for goal!
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So, third corner of the game. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Hits one! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
Laporte gets over and intercepts. Yamal. Now it's Morata. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Spain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got... Oh, they could be caught out here. Tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Pedri. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's found a way through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
João Felix. João Neves. And Mendes. And it's hoisted clear. There's the hit! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well? They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Matheus Nunes. And he was quick to react. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Ruben Neves.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Matheus Nunes. And it's Ruben Neves. He's in space and looking for options. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. João Neves. And he's in on goal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Portugal get their 4th corner. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Nuno Mendes. And here's João Felix. Matheus Nunes. That's tidy. João Felix. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. And now the hit. Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. Ruben Neves. Ball played for Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes. João Neves. Here's João Felix. And here's João Felix. João Felix finds himself offside. Ruben Neves. Oh, this is a very good run. João Felix! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes, a truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? So hostilities have already resumed. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And he's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Ruben Neves. João Neves. That's good running with the ball. Forwards and with intent. And it's Morata. Yamal. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Nuno Mendes. Matheus Nunes. Pedri. Yamal. And it's Morata. João Felix. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ruben Neves. Matheus Nunes powering forward here. Well, that is one way to stop him.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Morata. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mendes does well to get it back. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zaragoza. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. And he puts them one up.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Ah, he's managed to miss it.
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
Portugal with the chance to go 2 up. It's in, too smart for the keeper. And he's put them 2 in front. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Pedro Neto is the third man to step forward. Big character, big moment, big save. Spain can't afford to miss another one. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
Portugal are looking for comfort. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Fabian Ruiz is the fourth man to step up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Matheus Nunes is the last of 5 scheduled takers.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Saved it! And that's that! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Portugal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained. But if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And already we're underway here. Alvarez. Now it's Martinez. Now it's McAllister. Now that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Fernandez. Look at the space here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But
Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Backward it goes. The ball clears. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Tagliafico. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
De Paul. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Header! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Otamendi. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Nuno Mendes. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Shot, there's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Nuno Mendes. Vitinha.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Terrific header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Molina. Argentina applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Martinez catches it safely. Molina. And it's Messi. De Paul. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings it across. Cleared without hesitation. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, there's a probing ball. Alvarez. Alvarez! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the pass is intercepted. De Paul. Great ball if he can get there. Has a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Messi plays it short. The referee's awarded a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's the end of that. It all stopped. Real chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva has it out wide and in space. Vitinha tries the cutback. Rafael Leao! What a wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
He's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Great defending, strong and determined. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. McAllister. And he's intervened well there. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's gone for goal! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Played towards the other side. Bernardo Silva. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Now it's... Now the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
João Palhinha. Fiddles it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Vitinha is onto this. De Paul. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bernardo Silva might just make this. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes, who's set up one goal so far. Now Ruben Dias. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substituição para Portugal.
It's their second corner of the game.
Número 23. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11.
Opts to play it back.
Número 15.
Oh, that's nice. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to get it clear.
Recebe uma assistência de 70.987 espectadores.
punched away. Shot at goal! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
He can run onto that. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Argentina, aos 66 minutos de jogo, com a camisola número 22.
Argentina get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
It's a loose ball. Throw in. Portugal making consecutive changes here. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
That's a decent clearance.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's had a hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Tagliafico. Alvarez. Semedo does really well to win the ball there. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
João Palhinha opts for safety. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's João Felix. João Neves has a shot! Should have equalised.
João Neves nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Romero. Molina. And it's Messi. Played into space out wide. Molina. Drilled in low. And he's there to belt it away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And he's found a way past. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That'll be a throw. Molina. He is through here. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And that has been cleared. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bruno Fernandes.
Portugal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
De Paul. Gonzalez. Great skill, that's nice. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Foram indicados 4 minutos.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Pedro Neto. There will be 4 extra minutes. Turns and goes back. He's tried one! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Montiel. De Paul. Gets a good foot in there. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent. Well, where international football is concerned, there is no grander occasion than this. Brazil against Argentina speaks for itself, not just in South America, but across the entirety of the planet. Of course. So hello, welcome one and all to what is certainly in terms of international football in Latin America, the ultimate grudge match. Two absolute superpowers who also happen to be neighbours on a continent widely recognised as football's home. It is a rivalry that has a history which lasts well over a century and has of course been ranked top of all footballing rivalries by media and supporters alike. It comes as little surprise then that this game is considered to be international football's equivalent of the Super Classico. The 11 of Brazil, the 11 of Argentina, some of them friends, many foes in club football, lining up for a united cause. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. He's got the shot away! They want to be quick to recover this. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Martinez. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Off the post! He's found a way past. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping...
And Martinez! Well now, oh, what has happened here? And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi with the short one. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's following up! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's fabulous. That's good play. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tagliafico. Fernandez. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That's played into space. Martinez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he lines up, he goes! Good delivery, but no joy.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bruno Guimaraes.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Tagliafico.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Rafinha. Alvarez. Tagliafico. Now that's well seen too. 15 minutes till half-time. And he's gone backward here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well,
Heads it! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Messi goes short. Can he finish? And now they can spring out of defence. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. For Joelinton. Martinez. And that's been won straight back. He's played him through. Now it's Messi. He is through here. And he's heaved it away. Played towards the other side. Rafinha. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar!
Neymar really needed.
Neymar has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And he's picked out the run. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Danilo. That is lovely. Linton. Messi. Molina. And we've reached half-time. Brazil head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Brazil are looking to break at pace. It's a promising position. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Messi. So what can they make of this? Has a look and plays it forward. Ball. Great hit! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Brazil really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. De Paul. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bruno Guimaraes does really well there, strong defending. And it's hoisted clear. McAllister. Messi. Now it's De Paul. Just eases him off the ball. Gabriel. Brazil finding their passes. Now it's Neymar. Nicely spread. Great work on the overlap. Oh, nice touch. Linton. That's good running with the ball. Oh, sweet feet. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Out of play for a throw.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 20.
Carlos Augusto.
Camisa 11. Camisa 2.
Linton.
Camisa 6. Camisa 24.
Good read, needed to be.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Camisa 8.
Carlos Augusto. And he was alert to it. McAllister. Now it's Martinez. Alvarez, who does have an assist to his name. Tagliafico is charging up on the overlap. Linton. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Teremos uma substituição.
Fernandes. McAllister looking understandably energised after his goal. Fernandes. Molina looking to hit the byline here. Emerson Royal gets it away.
Substituição.
Cleared without hesitation.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Pepe. Oh, and he's through the middle. Artur. Pepe. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Molina. Oh, terrible pass. Can he put it away? It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Bruno Guimaraes! And that's off target. Argentina clearly now in lead preservation mode. Palacios. Molina picks it up out wide.
Minutos de acréscimo.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Very nicely done. They've played it short. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. All perfectly measured that. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Passing is crisp and sharp. Plays the ball back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodrigo de Paul, is one of the very best when it comes to moving the ball into the final third, and the stats back that up. He's so good at breaking lines, he just seems to know instinctively the spaces he can exploit.
Okay, interesting. And Martinez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Martinez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi plays it short. Terrific header! Goal! Argentina! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Argentina make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Molina. And Fernandez.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
De Paul! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. De Paul. Now it's McAllister. McAllister finds himself offside. Martinez. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now the breakaway. And that has been cut short. De Paul.
This is the time you need that pace.
Always onto this. He's had a hit! It's anyone's ball now. Alvarez, who's set up one goal so far. Martinez. Oh, here's a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Nice bit of trickery. Pinches it off him. So, what can they make of this?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it...
Great chance! No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Argentina are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Martinez. And Martinez! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Indonesia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. A whisker away from making it 4.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
And that should get the job done. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Floated through. Tagliafico. Alvarez. Nice physical challenge. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now it's Messi. Messi!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's been shifted off it. And it's Messi. Now it's to Paul. He's found a way through. Cleared without hesitation. And it's half-time here. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation. So we're just settling back into this second half. Indonesia decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Can he spark a counter here? Played over towards the opposite flank. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Looking here to alter the direction of the game. He'll fancy himself from here. Molina gets rid without sophistication. Oh, sweet feet. Tries a shot! And it's in! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
After 51 minutes is number 19.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Indonesia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
Indonesia have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Messi. And Molina. Romero. Alvarez. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. McAllister.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, shooting chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Stood up well to him there. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Fernandez. Martinez. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's a throw. Martinez. Messi. Romero cuts it out. McAllister. Oh, that's neat. Oh, nice touch. He's in here! De Paul. And it's Messi. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Indonesia have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball.
Martinez! And that was very necessary.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. McAllister, that is a great pick out. And he's taking no chances there. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. De Paul, out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. He's free, he has got space. Big header! He should have put that one away.
Martinez just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
Substitution in progress.
Argentina choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution.
He rises! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Pass somewhat off target. McAllister. Now it's Messi. The muscular approach does pay off here. Into the last 5 minutes. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. And Molina. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Now it's De Paul.
There will be 3 minutes added.
Romero gets over and intercepts. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's to Paul. He's got the shot away! Really well taken goal. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Argentina grab a... And that's it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and only one...
A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then, the Iberian... Oh, shooting! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Williams. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nico Williams providing an outlet on that. Hits one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rafael Leao. Oh, that pass isn't the best. So it is still 0-0. João Palhinha, and he's intervened well there. Nico Williams. Now it's Morata.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Zubimendi. Nico Williams. João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao. Kubasi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Vitinha. That is good alertness. Nico Williams.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And it's been taken short. He's in space and looking for options. That's a decent clearance. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Vitinha. Nico Williams. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rafael Leao! Dispatched clinically. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Pedri gets a foot in here. Zaragoza in acres of space out wide. He is through here! Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Merino. Portugal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Pedri for Merino. And here's Joselu. Yamal takes control of it and he's on the move. Plenty to aim at here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Pedri. Zaragoza.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Zaragoza stood his ground strongly. And it's hoisted clear. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rafael Leao voted. It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Oh no, this does not look good. Rafael Leao.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Terrific header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the finish! Goal! Portugal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has been knocked clear. That'll be a throw. João Palhinha. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Morata. Spread out to the left. Bernardo Silva does have his name on the score sheet, of course. João Palhinha. Ruben Dias. And Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Cross flung in towards the middle. Looking tidy in possession here. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived. Heads it! Has another go! Nico Williams goes short. Oh, what a climb! Yes, it's there! Spain are all square. Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes gets his pass away. Can he latch on to this? Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, who's set up one goal so far. Well, that is one way to stop him. Stood up well to him there. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Pedro Porro. Now it's Morata. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble late.
Bernardo Silva! And they've got rid. In by Cancelo. Out for a throw. Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Passing nice and neat. Ruben Dias. Zaragoza.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And we are already back underway. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Joselu. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bernardo Silva. And he's been shifted off it. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please. Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Extra time reaches half-time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room? In with a header! And that's a real chance missed.
Joselu fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Joselu. Zaragoza. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
OK, get set. We have penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Joselu steps up for his penalty.
Yeah, good pen that.
He just did what he was asked. Jota is second man up. Big character, big moment, big save. So, the second man in line. Dispatched emphatically.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Portugal are looking to keep pace here. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Vitinha comes up, their fourth taker. Top corner, brilliant penalty.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Oh, good take, keeper committed himself. 3 each. Joao Felix comes forward for the 5th of 5. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done, never took his eye off the keeper either.
Spain at the point of no return. Saved! And there's your hero! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin.